I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
My name is Sister Margaret Fitzgerald.
And sister, where are you from?
I am from County Tipperary in Ireland, and I live in Swansea in South Wales.
In South Wales.
Yeah.
And what is your charisma of your order, sister?
We are
Yeah, close.
teaching and nursing.
Wow.
Yes, and I was a nurse.
And looking back now at your life, what would you tell your younger self, 18 years, what the experience with all your life now?
I've had a wonderful life. Wonderful. I had a wonderful life. I've been very happy all my years, and I've enjoyed my nursing. And now I'm retired. I'm 87 years of age.
Wow. And I think that's the secret. You did
yeah.
little things with love are big things. A sister.
Yes.
I
still like to do some gardening, so I do a lot of gardening, plants, and keep the place nice.
Wow, beautiful. And how often have you been in Medjugorje?
I have been in Medjugorje about 30 times. I came here with my mother from Ireland. She came from Ireland and I came from...
Very close,
She came from Ireland and I came from Wales. And we came here in 1989 and the war was on then. There was no shops opened. You couldn't get a cup of tea. The place we were staying with a family. There was no hotels in those days.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard on the families because they couldn't cook for us because the electricity was turned off every day. So the electricity was turned on at 5 o'clock in the evening and then they had to try and get you a meal.
That is communism, that people understand. If you want to have communism, that's the effect, destruction.
Yeah.
And,
And my mother enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'd hear shots at night time, but I wouldn't tell my mother because she would be frightened. And see people getting into cars with guns in their car. That was another thing I experienced. Yeah.
But you still come back all the time.
Oh, yes,
What
of course.
is it? What does you bring back here?
I love to come for the peace of Medjugorje.
You feel it as a sister as well?
Oh, yes, I'm bringing groups here. I've been bringing groups here all my life.
And looking back now at all this group, what is the effect of Medjugorje? What is Medjugorje for you?
It's the joy that it brings to all those who come with me. We are 22 here now at the moment.
Yeah.
We came on Tuesday. Let's see, what time did we leave? Oh yes, we left in 1:30 a.m. and we travelled to Bristol Airport. And then we had a long wait in Bristol Airport, and at 6 o'clock in the morning we got our plane to Split. And then we got our coach from Split to Medjugorje. And we arrived in Medjugorje about 12 a.m. 12 midday.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a long, hard journey.
Mm-hmm. But you come back all the time.
All the time.
For the peace, you say.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people get joy here?
Yeah, everybody, the people that have come in with me now, some of them have been here for 20, 25 years with me.
And what do they say? Why do they come back?
They love the peace of here. They love the peace and the prayer and everything is so beautiful here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so right.
Marvelous.
It's marvelous. It's true Catholic faith lived here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely fantastic.
And what is your favorite spot in Medjugorje? You have a place you like a lot?
Well, I like the cross. The risen Christ.
Yeah.
Very much.
Why so the risen Christ?
I like to sit there in peace and listen, just sit there, yeah. And of course, I love the church. I love to sit in front of Our Lady statue, Our Lady of Lourdes, Our Lady of Peace, isn't it? In the parish church. I loved it.
What would you tell young women who maybe discern to become a nun? What is the beauty of your vocation?
It is just, I always wanted to be a nun. I entered the convent at 17 and a half years of age. And I went to France to make my final vows, and I spent 6 months in France.
Wow.
Yeah, that was lovely.
And you regret nothing, no?
No, I loved it.
Yes. And I think that's very important for people to tell. You have to take an authentic decision from the heart, as Our Lady teaches here. Don't listen to other people, what you have to do, not to do. You inside start, pray, like Our Lady said in the last message. You will gain peace when you have this relationship with Christ.
Yes.
How can they have this relationship, what you have, that peace and that silent peace, joy you have?
Nobody can give it to you.
Yeah.
It's in yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody can give you that peace. And you can't live without that peace. You have to have peace in your mind. You have to have peace in your life every morning you get up. If you haven't got peace, you can't live without peace.
And that peace comes when you go to adoration, when you connect to God?
Adoration and prayer, yes.
And you see, confession is very important in Medjugorje. What would you tell people? Why go to confession?
Oh, yes, very important to go to confession. I went to confession last night, and it was lovely. I loved,
Why is it so lovely?
Well, it's the first thing you have to do when you go to Medjugorje is to go to confession.
And you find peace there?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. Everybody should go to confession.
Yeah. And what would you tell people? You know, there's a lot of people, they think that God the Father is an angry old man with a white beard. He wants to judge us and is happy to put us to hell. And that's not true. It's a distorted image. You experienced God in your life. You gave your life for God.
God gives me peace. God gives me peace, and Our Lady. I have a special devotion to Padre Pio as well.
Why Padre Pio?
Because I went to San Giovanni several times with my mother.
Yeah.
And I love Padre Pio. And I pray to Padre Pio.
And he helps?
Of course he does.
Yes.
I have a little relic, and I have it in my hand at night when I'm going to bed. I put my little relic of Padre Pio in my hand.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
That's also a thing what you can do if you don't have a relic. Take a blessed rosary with you all time close to you.
Yeah.
And then our faith states, when we are in a state of grace, we can receive the Eucharist.
Of course you can, yeah.
And people seem not to know anymore what is the Eucharist. Can you explain out of your view?
I couldn't live without the Mass.
Why?
I have to have Mass every day. I just could not live without Mass. And we have Mass in our community 6 days out of 7. But on a Saturday morning, there isn't Mass in the church, so we have it online.
Yeah.
And I am the sacristan, and I bring communion to the rest of the sisters.
Yeah.
We all sit together and we have communion.
Wow, so
that
beautiful.
Was lovely.
And what does the Eucharist Christ gives you?
You couldn't live without the Eucharist. There's no way you could live without Christ. You'd have nothing to get up for in the morning if you didn't get up to Mass.
Same with me. It's the highlight of the day now.
Absolutely.
It became a love affair, no?
I do say a lot of prayers. Yes, I do. Yes. I say my 4 rosaries every day, the joyful, the sorrowful, and the glorious in the morning.
Yeah.
And in the evening, then I say the luminous mysteries. And I also say the sorrows of Our Lady.
Yeah.
And, of course, which is very dear to me, is, what is it called? The Mercy Rosary.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Mercy. Well, Sister Faustina.
Yes.
It's a big thing in my life, Sister Faustina.
Why?
I've been to Poland several times.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sister Faustina.
Plays a big role.
Absolutely, yes, yeah.
The Divine Mercy
The
Chaplet.
Divine Mercy is something very strong in my life. Yeah.
And you saw a lot of people like sick in
Yes,
life.
absolutely, yeah. And I always prayed before people die. I would always say the Mercy Rosary in the room before a sister would die.
And you could see the changes in the faces of the people?
Yeah, lovely, absolutely. Peace, yeah.
They find peace.
Peace, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And what would you tell people? Why come to Medjugorje one time?
To come for the peace.
You will gain peace here?
Yeah. Yeah, peace who have trouble. People who are in trouble. They come to Medjugorje, they get that peace. They see the happiness of the people around them. Everybody's happy. Everybody's joyful. Everybody talks to each other. It's a wonderful story, Medjugorje.
Yes.
Medjugorje is a wonderful place. There's no place in the world like Medjugorje.
Yeah. Wow, what can I say?
I'm waiting for the prophecy of Medjugorje.
The secrets and the permanent sign on the hill?
The permanent sign. And I heard it was going to be this year, but I don't know.
Nobody knows the time, the hour.
Nobody knows the time.
That's what Jesus said.
Sometimes the iPad tells you little lies as well.
I
No.
love your joy. And
Yeah.
what would you tell people? How can they have that joy, what you have?
How could they have it?
No, I know old people, they're crampy, they don't like their life. What would you give them as an advice
Medjugorje, and they'll see the peace of Medjugorje.
that you will get in your heart?
Yeah, you give them Medjugorje.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you very much.